Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Here's a text. On Wednesday's show, Peyton said, "This is what it sounds like." And Rich softly sang in reply, "When doves cry." And I felt so seen.
Can't let those go.
Thanks, Rich, is what she said.
We all speak in song lyrics on the show. It happens.
So what was your date?
Oh, so mostly once a week, Stacey, my wife, and I feel like it's really important to not have phones, to not have stuff going on. We just get together and we go out to eat. Normally that's on a Friday night, but our schedule this week did not allow for it because John G and I are out at Barrett Jackson tonight, right?
Sammy Hagar, dog.
That's right. We're bringing out the Hague.
We're doing a favor for somebody. I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, Rich loves it.
Fun.
Yeah, you like Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Anyway, so our date window was yesterday from 3:30 to 5:30 because Stacey had some call for Miss America that she's involved with that she had to get on. So I'm like, I'm okay with the 3:30 date because we get up so early. I would prefer to go out to dinner early, maybe not that early. But we were so early to the restaurant that they were not really done with their lunch and totally not ready for dinner. So when we're asking for like dinnery things, they're like, I guess we can throw that together. Hold on. Wait 20 minutes till servers start showing up. I mean, we were that early. We showed up at 3:30. So
my in-laws call that dinner.
I like dinner.
But, I mean, in principle, it worked good. But we finally got our date night in. I was just surprised that we were headed home before it was even dark. The sun's still way up high in the sky when we were heading home from our date, our Thursday night date. But at least we got one in and got to discuss life.
You know, I feel that I like to eat earlier because I read all this stuff that helps you sleep better. You know, I've been trying to get on my sleep. So the guy that's on Don't Die, the Brian Johnson guy who's spending $2 million a year to live as long as he can, to live like 100 lives. He said something like, try to eat dinner 2 hours before you go to sleep. He goes, and then try to go longer and longer. He goes, my last meal is 7 hours before he goes to sleep, is what he said, right?
So that'd be really difficult for you because don't you still do the fasting thing?
Yeah. So yesterday, this week been eating pretty like 5:30, 6 o'clock, eating right around then. And my son Jake, this is so interesting. I think he was here because we had Christmas break, and then he went back to school on Wednesday. So he was back at U of A for a class on Thursday. He finished his class and he came back home yesterday. Like he drove all the way down there, went to one class because now he doesn't have school on Fridays because he's a senior, so he sets it up where, and then we got Monday off for Martin Luther King Day.
Right on.
So he's like, he literally drove down one class. So he comes back and he's like, hey, I'm going to go work out. Let's go get dinner. And I'm like, I want to spend time with my son, but I also want to eat before.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, he wants to go get sushi. So the sushi restaurant we always go to, he says, he gets in the car. He's in the back seat. My wife's in the front seat. We're meeting my son Dutch at the restaurant. And he gets on the phone and he calls his friend Cole, right? So you guys heard that. Cole's been his best friend since they were little kids. So I hear him go, hey, Cole, what's going on? Oh, your parents went to dinner without you? Yeah, you can meet us. Meet us for dinner. Okay, yeah, we're going here. All right, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Hangs up. Hey, can Cole come to dinner with us? Yeah, man, of course he can. But, like, you should ask us first. Although Cole's, like, he's my son.
Yeah.
But it's, like, his whole way of thinking.
I absolutely appreciate that it's not just my kid because something happened yesterday. Addie has a book report it's gonna be due next month, and I'm like, you need to start thinking about what book you're doing. And she's like, oh, Em and I are doing the same book together. I told her we would get her the book. I was like, why? And then she like. Actually, I felt really bad. It was like one of those parenting moments that I wish I could just like take back my reaction. But I was so like, why did you do that? She's like, I just told her I would get it. Is that wrong? And I'm like, no, you were doing something nice. It's not wrong at all. But why would you do that?
That's so relatable, though, because I do that to my parents all the time still, too. I'd be like, hey, I'll talk to Kelsey. I'll be like, do you want to hang out? You want to come to dinner? Come to my game? Sure, you can sit with my parents. I'll be like, hey, by the way, keep an eye out for her because she's coming to sit with us.
I was like, hey, no, that's okay. I never want to make you feel bad for doing something nice. That's a really good thing. The book is cheap. We'll get it. It's whatever. But just next time, maybe just run it by me first.
We don't buy books for people. We don't promote reading.
She can learn on her own.
What is it
that jerk that I had such a mean reaction? But
what was it that you and your husband didn't see eye to eye on?
You guys, this is turning into a whole thing. This is unresolved as of this morning. Unresolved.
Between husband and wife?
Husband and wife, unresolved issue. And I'm going to call it an issue because it wasn't really a fight. It was more of like jabs. So Addie and Easton both started up flag football. So this week, both of them had practices. It is so hard to get the kids home from school, let them have a little bit of downtime, finish their homework, make them eat dinner before we get back out the door to go to practice. And so that's my life when I get home. He's still working, shows up and wonders, why are we not ready on time? Why are we getting out of here late? So the last 2 practices that we went to, we left the house 5 minutes later than we probably should have, which means we showed up about 5 minutes late to practice. To me, I'm like, this is not like a serious thing. So if it, like, that's just what happened. You know what I mean? It's not like we're going to an interview or a doctor's appointment or something serious. So for me, it's like, it's okay that we're out the door 5 minutes late to go to this practice that honestly doesn't really matter. He's like, we need to be teaching the kids. They need to be on time to things. He's like, we need to leave earlier. And I was like, let's make a big deal about it, shall we?
Oh.
That's my jab back,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, yeah, we should make a big deal about it. It's important. It's like courteous to be on time. I'm like, I know. He's like, well, what have you been doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I now? And so like, and this is like while we're driving, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, just picking the kids up from school, bringing them home, trying to get their homework done, trying to get them food in their body, trying to make them get downtime so they're not like rushing everywhere. Oh, and then getting them dressed for practice, and then trying to get out the door. What were you doing? Just working, making a living so we can live our life. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That is so relatable. Every couple has had that conversation. Every couple has had that.
These guys still going this morning? What happened this morning?
Like literally, we just got to practice and never talked about it again.
Oh my gosh, because like the coach in me is like screaming. I'm like, you better be at practice on time. But also it's like, she's in the 4th grade and it's flag football. It's not that serious.
And it's like a league that's 2 months. Like it's a 2-month-long season.
Right.
Like if she was never late to dance when she was in competitive dance. It's not like this is like an ongoing thing. That
Yeah, you're not late for stuff anyway.
I
You're,
attempt to not be late to things, but there are times
you rush.
like today. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do because there are games at 4:10, and we usually don't get home from school until 4.
Like, you gotta check her out early today.
To
It's
be
Friday.
continued on that one. I don't know. We're good. I'm like, you're taking this season a little too seriously. Okay, you know what? You want to stop work and go get them ready? By all means, go for it.
It's funny sometimes when you assume the other person's doing something, you know, or whatever. Like for us, I keep telling you I wanted to eat dinner early. So we have this routine now, my wife and I, where I've told you guys about my routine in the afternoon right now. I have to sauna. I sauna and I hot tub and cold plunge. Well, she started doing that too. No offense to her, but I don't want to sauna with her. Mm-hmm. I want to sauna by myself.
It's true.
Because I watch TV.
Got your thing.
Right? And she wants to sauna and listen to music and talk. I don't want to. So now she saunas either before or after me. And the other day we were getting ready to sauna. She was in sauna before me. So what I do is I feed the dogs while she's sauning. And then I thought that while I was sauning, she would get dinner ready. But she didn't. And then when I got out of the sauna and the hot tub, I was like, I wish I had a camera that could show you, because it was like I was pouting. Like I went in, I just grabbed a bowl of soup and I poured the soup in with meatball soup and I put it in the microwave and I turned it on. And she's like, is everything okay? I go, oh, it's fine. And I'm like with a towel around my waist, you know what I mean? And I close the microwave door, and I put it on for 2 minutes and I'm waiting there and then ding. And I take it out. She's like, what's going on? Are we not having dinner together? Oh, I thought we were. And she's like, what do you mean you thought we were? And I go, I'm in the sauna. I feed the dogs. You're in the sauna. I feed the dogs. I go, I'm in the sauna. I figure you'd get dinner ready. I didn't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you didn't know?
It's a total John Jay thing because you always expect everyone to know exactly what's going on in your head. Like everyone should think how I think.
When he starts with, I figured, then you know you're in trouble. You know you're dead because you did not figure that.
Right.
But then I like stopped for a second. I was like, well, I didn't say anything to her. But I just thought it was like a given. Like, how do you not know? I want to eat early. It's 5 o'clock. It's now 5:30, and there's cold soup.
Nobody's ever cared about our schedule because we get up early in the morning. Nobody ever will. They're not going to get it. They don't understand.
But it took me a long time to decompress and not get angry afterwards. Even after I acknowledged
delicious meatball soup.
Oh, it was great. I even acknowledged that. Like I was like, okay, I understand. I didn't communicate. But even after I said that, I was still like,
Are you eating your soup angry?
I was.
Slurping it.
I was quiet. You could hear the spoon hit the bowl.
Oh my gosh.
And she was sitting next to me. She was like, can you wait for me to warm up my soup so we can eat together?
The dogs didn't have to wait for me to feed them when you were in the sauna.
I look back at that, though, as a victim of being tired.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Of
for sure.
course.
Because later, when I am well rested, I look back like I am now. I look back at it and I laugh. But
How
at
many
the time, I was
times?
pissed. At the time, I was like, I'm getting in the car and I'm leaving.
Oh my goodness. Are you going to text Blake and apologize for your attitude yesterday or no?
I think you should. There's been so many times where I'm tired and I will either snap at like the kids or Scott, and I realize it's because I'm tired immediately afterwards, and I'm like, sorry, Mommy's just really tired, and I just need to get some sleep, and we'll be all good.
Oh my God, the stress.
I try
It's
to be
hard.
I try to be good with it and like be like, I'm running on a few hours of sleep, like sorry if I'm a brat today. And then Kadeem calls me crazy because apparently only crazy people give you a warning on if you're going to be a brat.
I'd rather have.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Have the warning, honestly.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.